Hey, happy Friday to you. It is the 18th of November and time for this week's Friday Funnies, coming to you live from beautiful downtown Chicago, where we're getting ready for the parade that lights up the Christmas lights on Michigan Avenue, just in time for Thanksgiving. Well, first it was Kim Kardashian. Now, Demi Moore. Oh, the humanity. Well, Demi, pronounces it Demi, she is divorcing Ashton Kutcher, her husband of 6 years, who is 16 years younger than she. Demi said Ashton's constant cheating was what drove her to this decision, and Kutcher tweeted that, "It's too bad she feels that way, but you know how cranky old people can be." Meanwhile, protesters are still occupying Wall Street, and next week, relatives from out of town will be occupying your dining room table. So why not take a few minutes out for some relative tranquility that is the Friday Funnies. Well, you probably recognize the rule of the road for hitchhiking, but you probably never thought it would apply to air travel. Well, Comtel Air is an Austrian-based airlines, and one of their flights from India to England stopped in Vienna to refuel. Then they told the passengers that if they wanted to continue on their way to Birmingham, that they would have to chip in for gas. They needed to raise $32,000 for gas for the rest of the flight. And those people who, weren't carrying huge wads of money were told to get off the plane and visit the nearest ATM. Well, the plane full of irate passengers eventually made it to Birmingham, where, after landing, they tipped the plane over on its back and set it on fire. Well, not really, but hey, it was their gas. Tina Marie Airy and Howard Wyndham live in Montgomery County, Texas, and they were arrested this week for possession and distribution of illegal painkillers. They were handcuffed behind their backs and placed in the back of a squad car. And as the officer was driving them to the police station, he looked in his rearview mirror and noticed he couldn't see Tina Marie's head, and figured, well, she must be tired, and is resting it in Howard's lap. Well, her head was indeed in Howard's lap, but she wasn't resting. Somehow, Tina managed to unzip Howard's pants and, how shall we say, was getting jiggy with it, with their hands behind their back. The arresting officer said it was the darndest thing to watch, sort of like when a possum gets its head stuck in a jar. Whenever I was bored as a child, my mother would tell me to practice my penmanship. She felt that good handwriting was the key to success in life. Of course, Mom never saw the advent of computers and texting and email and other technological inventions that have made penmanship all but obsolete, except in one field: bank robbery. In Wheeling, West Virginia, a potential bank robber walked into the bank and handed the teller a note demanding money. At least, that's what he thought it said. But the man's handwriting was so bad that the teller couldn't read the note and handed it back to him. Well, this guy was confused and frustrated, and he ran away without any money. So let this be a lesson to all of you young bank robbers out there. Before your next heist, print out your note on a computer or cut the words out of a magazine and paste them on paper. Because when it comes to stick-up notes, if the teller can't read it, you'll have no dough when you need it. Hey, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching the Friday Funnies. No Friday Funnies next week. We're going to take Thanksgiving week off and primarily to digest. But we will be back with you the Friday after that with more hilarity from around the world. See you then.